premiere, still doing the traditional show, and they're killing it. But meanwhile, many of you, you need to diversify and start understanding and learning all this. This is going to be very empowering. We just opened up a brand new Facebook group for anybody who wants to just keep learning and growing in the style approach, and that's called the Official Style Huddle. The Official Style Huddle. So we got one for the senior leaders. You know, that's got to be your aspirations to get there, to hang out with Tammy and Kelly and all of us. But this is another. This is for everybody. Official Style Huddle. Okay, and in it, a lot of the documents that I'm going to share today, like for example, I'm going to show you really quick the basically the pre-event story of what I use for every Facebook event or style event pre-party with verbiage and pictures. Because to me, I'm a snob when it comes to that. To me, a picture speaks 1,000 words. So I want really good pictures, and I want really good storyline. Because I'm leading from the why, not the what. So you'll see all the verbiage. So for all of you who are just getting started in this, you can copycat for now and then make it your own. Okay? I want to read you guys something and listen to this. Okay? This is all going along. We're still talking about the story and why it's so valuable. Okay? Hold on, let me find something. Okay. All right. This was written in New York Times. Okay, so this is an article. It's called The Story Analysis. It's an analysis of a product's capabilities to fulfill a human need. To tell a story that gives your customers' lives richer meaning. In a world of abundance, what your product does for your customer is important, but not nearly as important as what your product means to them. Is this second part, the story of your product, is what yields the greatest power of all. Consider this story. Back in the summer of 2006, New York Times magazine columnist Rob Walker was mulling the question of what makes one object more valuable than the other. McDonald's coffee to Starbucks coffee, right? What makes one pair of shoes more valuable than another pair of shoes if they both deliver on functional basis of comfort, durability, and protection? Why does one piece of art cost $8 million and another for $100? What makes one toaster worth $20 and another worth nearly $400? As Walker turned the questions over in his mind, he concluded that it's not the objects. See, it's not the jewelry. See that? Themselves. But it's the context and the purpose of the objects that generates its value. See that whole storyline of why it matters and all the things it can do for women? That's the storyline. That's the context. That gives the value of a product line. So when you go out and do style workshops and style events, guess what? I'm selling, I always did it, first of all, the 75, if you spend 75 and get a $50 purchase, remember we used to do gift with purchase? That actually used to hurt my retail in the style shows because my retail would be higher without using that, right? Because they would only spend up to 75. And I have a lot more people spending way more than 75 in all demographics. So the point and the message is, with these style shows, I'm giving a gift with purchase. I'm getting a stretchy bracelet from Incentives. But I'm doing, when you buy 4 items, you're getting a stretchy bracelet. So I'm not discounting any of the jewelry, and they're paying for it. Does that make sense? So those of you that don't discount your jewelry, we want to increase the value of what we do, and they'll pay whatever for the jewelry, like Starbucks coffee. Okay? So that's very important. That's why the style lane is working. Okay, let me get back to where I'm talking about. So he said, he says, as Walker turned these questions over in his mind, he concluded that it's not the objects themselves, but the context and purpose of the objects that end up generating the value. I don't wear jewelry, there's no value to it. I need, do you show her why, you can make, here's the big secret. When she can understand her closet, the product and the value of the jewelry goes way up. But it's not until she understands her closet that the jewelry becomes valuable. Hence, that's why the closet consults are the bingo. Okay? All right. Walker decided to test his conclusion in a simple way and a direct way. With the help of a friend, he began buying random, worthless, or low-value objects at tag sales and thrift shops. The cost of the objects ranged from $1 to $4. That's all he paid for them. An old wooden mallet, a hotel key, a plastic banana, and there were true cast-offs with little or no intrinsic worth at all. Next, Walker asked some unknown writers to each write a story that contained one of the objects. Write a story about the object. The stories weren't about objects, but they helped to place them in a human context to give them a new meaning. That's why the style lane, we're going to talk about stories for the rest of the duration. When Walker put the objects along with their accompanying stories up for sale on eBay, the results were astonishing. On average, the value of the objects rose, guess how much percentage? 2,700%. That's not a typo. 2,700%. A miniature jar of mayonnaise he had purchased for less than $1 sold for $51. A cracked ceramic horse head purchased for $1.29 sold for $46. The value of these formerly abandoned or forsaken objects suddenly and mysteriously skyrocketed when they were accompanied by a story that gave the objects a context, a purpose, and a meaning. Walker's experiment reminds us in clear and extremely tangible way how the concept of value works in the human brain. A can opener is a can opener is a can opener until it is a can opener designed by Michael Graves and a part of the permanent collection of the Museum of Modern Art. A shoe is a shoe is a shoe until it's a pair of Tom's shoes. For every pair that I buy, a child who has never been able to afford shoes gets a free pair as well. Suddenly, these objects are part of an inspiring narrative, one that we can use to reveal something meaningful to others. That's something customers are willing to pay for. That's what real power comes from. And as the numbers of products and the brands in the world proliferate at an ever-accelerating pace, the power is only increasing. In 1997, there was 2.5 million brands in the world. Guess what there is today, guys? 14 million. So the trend is towards rapid commoditization of just about everything. Anybody can go anywhere to get anything at any time. In a world of almost overwhelming abundance, an authentic, meaning-rich story becomes the most important ingredient you will have to drive your business forward. You're going to lead from your why, not your what. Powerful, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to tell you, the next book you got to get it's called Donald Miller, The Story Brand. Okay? Even if you listen to his podcast, you're going to want to get it. So Donald Miller, Story Brand. And I'm going to go through some information I've taken really quick from his book. And then we're going to get moving and we're going to start showing these. We'll show what we're going to do with the style show. Did you know that today the average person is being bombarded by over 30,000 messages a day? 3,000 are marketing messages. All this information has contributed to disengagement, and that is simply why people don't pick up the phone anymore or won't make a decision. Okay? But people are spending their money, and they don't always buy the best products. Do you know what they do buy? They buy the ones that they can understand. See, they don't buy jewelry if they don't understand it. Carly needed help to understand why she needed jewelry. But back then, I led with my what, not my why. So I believe that was God gave me to Carly in that car that day to have an aha moment. Like, this is what, because I realized not every jeweler is going to snap her on the shoulder and say, and you should wear the jewelry. I knew that there was a problem there. There was the disconnect, right? Between social media experts and the branding specialists and those awful algorithms, it gets very confusing. Some reducing branding to creative photography and interesting flat lays or personality, who they were with, what they bought, and where they went. But branding is about consistency, not just your post, but in the service you provide. We've talked to you about it all morning. It's a service you're providing. Here's the secret, guys. Your customer is the hero. You're the guide. Does it make sense? I'm going to say that again. In traditional ways speaking, we have always been the hero. We've been the presenter. We are no longer the hero in our businesses. Our customer is the hero. It's about them and their needs. It's not about us. It's not about us being the hero. Okay, so when we brand and when we post, it's not, hey, look at me. We can post a selfie, and we can do those things, but it's them to see our relationship, but it's all about, the posts are all directed to them and their story. Okay? Social media certainly plays a part of branding. It's the vehicle that creates awareness, and it's an element of what we do. But if the services and the value we bring doesn't back up the picture, then the brand won't hold up. And the product isn't going anywhere. So that's why when you see people who say, hey, anybody want this, ring for $25? Or anybody want to do a jewelry show, let me know. Those don't work anymore. Okay? They get drowned out. It's not, there's no storyline there. Okay? So wouldn't you agree it's more than just about us. It's not that your story doesn't matter, but it's how your story serves your audience that matters. Think about it. Most people wake up in the morning and think about what they have to do, where they have to go. Who was the first thing on your mind this morning? You were. We used to say, well, I just don't want to think about this. We used to say, well, I don't want them to think this is about me. And Randy Draper would say, they aren't thinking about you. They're thinking about themselves. Okay? You will never be the center of their story. They're the center of their story. They will always be number one. Writing your story in this context is about leading yourself, about the choices you make, the disciplines you implement to reach your goals. It's about how you use your influence and make an impact. Do you know that God gave you 2 mandates in the Bible, and they're both found in Genesis 1:26-28. Be fruitful and multiply, so we are supposed to be productive. The second is subdue the earth. This means to be a good steward of the resources you have been given. Ultimately, you've been given a mandate to help others flourish. And haven't we honestly kind of made life about us? Remember at the very beginning I said, one of the principles I learned is we had to get beyond you. Remember from my family? Well, I used that same principle when I was trying to work through how we have transitioned to the consumer. I just didn't know what it looked like, right? But I knew it couldn't be about focused on us. I knew it had to be focused on our consumer. And we haven't honestly kind of made life about us. I mean, in every area, and not that testimonies and stories aren't encouraging, but your customer wants to know how you are going to make their life better. Okay, that's what they're focused on. Could it be that the way that we are communicating our products and services is confusing people? What if we could get people to start answering our calls and our texts? Wouldn't that be great? 2.5 years ago, Donald Miller was at a Christy Wright conference called The Business Boutique. He has written seven memoirs. One of his books became a major motion film. He studied what made successful stories in movies and said once he learned the formula, he sold millions of copies. I became a fan of listening to his podcasts, and then he came out with his first business book, Building a Story Brand, last October. As I studied the formula and his book, I realized how the style lane fit right in with the story brand framework, and I believe I returned to the foundation Premier was built upon, building a business through serving first. Mike Mergerhu hosted a podcast called Science Mike, and he has spent over 15 years using science-based methodologies to help companies figure out how their customers and how the human brain processes all those messages it receives every day, day in and day out. He was so good that a company asked him to create an ad campaign to get diabetics to eat more junk food. He quit the advertising business. He discovered that most of our marketing and words we use to describe what we do is complicated. The brain can't handle it. The brain job is to filter out messages it doesn't need. He said, the overriding function of the brain is to help me survive and thrive. So let's do an experiment. How many of you know exactly how many chairs are in this room? Is no? No. You probably didn't enter, you probably didn't enter the room and immediately count them, did you? Why? Because that information doesn't provide you with food or shelter, help you find a mate, improve relationships, or help you defend yourself against an enemy. How many of you know where the exits are in this room? How many of you know where you can get a snack and a drink? How many of you know where the bathroom is? Why? Because that information helps you survive. So the first mistake we make is not communicating how our product and services can help our customers survive and thrive. We actually do a better job of this when we share the business opportunity. So for example, someone said to me at the bathroom break, Jane, when someone says to you, I like your jewelry, how do you respond? I go right into, thank you. I help women fall in love with their closets again, helping them create style made easy, create outfits they never thought they had, to save them time and money. That's what I say right off the top of my head. And that's survive and thrive. Like what they always say is, I need that. See, that's a survive and thrive mode, right? If I were to say, this is the jewelry line I rep, what does that do to help them? Nothing. Okay? The second mistake is if we aren't clear about what we offer, then the brain has to work too hard to process the information, causing it to burn too many calories. And the brain is trying to conserve calories. So what you want to do is communicate how you help your customers survive and do it in such a way they don't burn too many calories. You want to break down, basically you want to filter down the message. So are you with me? The formula of storytelling has been used to capture audiences and attentions for years. The story formula puts your message into a format that the brain can process and understand. That's what you want your customers to have happen. So what is the formula? Follow with me as I'm going to show you an overhead. So Dawn, let's look at the overhead. Yes. Okay. So you guys are going to get this. You guys are going to have this on already uploaded. Okay. In a story, in a movie, you have a character. That character and that customer is the hero. She's our customer. Okay? The customer is the hero. And then, okay, so the hero wants something. That character and that hero want something. They're the focus. But what happens is she has a problem, all right? And we have to be able to know what her problems are, right? And if you don't, I'll also upload articles and stats of so many, I mean, it's enamoring the stats I've researched on women and what's happening, okay? And that's a whole nother training. Okay, she meets a guy, she meets you, okay? And you understand her problems because you've been taught this, right? And you give them a plan, okay? And the plan calls them to action. And then if they do the call to action, they're going to have results and they're going to have success. Let's go to the next. There's one, Dawn. Yes. Yes. Yeah. I'm trying to read that. Is that the one Tracy made? I gotta look.
Yeah. It talks about stylists.
Yes. Okay. So here would be an example of this, guys. This is a great booking activity. So if stories sell at a 2,700% increase, wouldn't it make sense that you do your booking activity in story form? Right? Okay, so you meet Sarah. So it would look kind of like this. I meet women every week who tell me have the same problems. They have a closet full of clothes, they have nothing to wear. They have struggled with creating an outfit quickly. It takes them forever to figure out what to wear. Or they're wearing the same things over and over. Or when they shop, they don't even know what to look for. They buy to buy, but they don't really buy with any kind of intention or focus on knowing what to buy, right? So they're wasting time and money, right? And they meet me. They meet me, whether it's at a style workshop, out and about, or they're referred to me. And what I can tell you is I have a plan. And my plan is to help create 30-second solutions for you. Simple recipes. Take the guesswork out so you don't have to think about it when it comes to getting dressed. Okay? My plan is to have you love your closet. So it's like going to a really good party. Everybody you see in that closet you love. Okay? And I want to be able to ultimately save them time and money. Okay? But I can do that through one of my services. So my services could look like a style workshop where it's hands-on and I get personalized information from you and from your friends, and we can talk about how we're going to, how we're going to show you how to solve those problems. Definitely going to do that through a closet consultation. I think every woman should take advantage of a closet consultation. Because at the end of the day, another set of eyes, whether you have 10 things you wear in your closet or too many things to wear in your closet. Do you guys know there's a term called fast fashion? It's killed us. That's a whole nother story. An average woman is throwing out about 90 pounds of clothing a year. And there's probably a lot of us in this room, right? Because we're buying what they call fast fashion. Okay? That's extra bonus. Okay. So anyway, you're going to get them to call to action. And here's the results. If you take advantage of those services, the results are you're going to feel like style's never been easier. You're going to have simple solutions of pulling looks together, and you're going to rock your look. You're just not going to have an ordinary outfit. You're going to have an incredible outfit every time. Because it's not about quality or quantity, it's about quality. Okay? You're going to have like a fine dining menu. All right? And when you go shopping, you're not going to shop impulsively. You're going to shop intentionally, which is going to save you major time and money. All right? So do you think that might be a good booking activity?
Yes.
Because all you got to do is know the storyline. You talk about the character, You talk about basic two or three of our problems. You move back up and you say, you meet me. I got a plan. I can do blank, blank, and blank. Here's how I'm going to do it. It's called action. You're going to do it through a service. And here's the results. You guys could give testimonies. You could put those testimonies on Facebook. You could hand out the testimonies at your style show. But I'm telling you, I've never had testimonies. I mean, real life testimonies. Anybody doing the style show right now have had real life testimonies of what's happening. I mean, people, they're posting on their Facebook walls. They're private messaging you. It's crazy what's happening. Because it's hitting it's making major impact on them. And so they're referring you, and you don't even have to ask them to refer you. You don't even have to say, will you post something nice about me? There's none of that. They do it because they're like, you need Kelly Bach, right? You need her in your life. She's game changed how I wear, my wardrobe, okay? So does that make sense to you guys? So when you talk in conversation, think of this storyline. You've got to put this to memory. I know it to memory. Character, customer, the character has a problem. The problem meets a guide. The guide has a plan. The plan has call to action. And the call to action has a result. So see that point system? You guys should know it, because whether you're doing a vendor event, whatever you're doing, you should be talking out of a story form. Facebook, social media, Instagram. Okay? Isn't that powerful? I want to make sure I don't have anything. So the other thing, let me see. Let me do this. In the style lane, you're the guide, the coach, not the presenter. You're helping the customer solve a problem. Okay? And you're not even, you may even do it for free, like complimentary closet consults. What a game changer and a confidence builder for both parties. The guide has to do two things. You have to have empathy. You identify and understand their problem. I remember that was another aha moment for me about 4 years ago or 3 years ago. I was asking them questions at the beginning of the show, which is now what we have on our style profile sheet. And after the show, you know what they all said to me? That was so motivating. You know why it was so motivating, the show? Because it was all about them. I was asking them questions, and I was basically, what you're doing is you're acknowledging them. You're having enough empathy to say, I feel you, sister. Because here's this big secret. When you have a room of 10 women, honestly, there might be one in the room that fake nose style. The other 9 really are clueless about anything of it. But they're not going to tell you that, and they don't tell you that, because they think they're the only one that feels like that. Does that make sense? So now you go, oh, no. You're part of the 90%. And then they go, like I thought I was the only one. I'm serious, guys. This is real. So having that empathy and asking those questions is really huge. Okay, the second is the guide needs to be competent. The guide must know what they're doing. You all have gifts, talent, and ability that no one has, just like you. You know more than you think you do, and there certainly isn't any shortage of information to help you. And when we choose to be a student, we bring value to our customer every season. Next, you bring you. It doesn't matter whether you're a designer, an ED, or a jeweler. Titles don't equate influence, but serving does. The woman who has the best money can buy and is sitting there with a closet full of clothes still needs a friend and still needs to be encouraged. Sometimes the people you feel like have it most put together are the girls that need you the most. Okay? So that is true. So you want to make sure, I want to just roll through this really quick. Because of time. During a style workshop, this will be asking them to circle one of the services to elevate their style. You guys are going to see me do this. That's the call to action. That would be your booking activity. That's your character story that you want to post in there. Okay? That's really important. You know how there's a level 1 to 5? We're going to change that to 1 to 4. Okay? You know, because right now we have it level 1 to 5. You can ask these questions because you have nurtured the relationship. They've seen the value your plan offers, and they can make a decision on how it will benefit them. You can also emphasize how this will save them time, a year of their life deciding what to wear, an average 15 minutes a day, and money, smarter decisions, and all of that. What has happened to many of us? We show our 5 ways to wear a necklace that they don't need or won't wear, and then they ask for the order without answering the internal and philosophical questions of how this is going to help them survive and thrive. Questions like, how will their improved appearance to help them get ahead in a job or make them feel confident in pursuing relationships? We have gone from customer to call to action, and we missed the sale. And worse, the relationship never develops to future business. So step 6 is success is save time, money, pull together looks, confidence, and probably less comparison because you have equipped her with the recipe, the formula, and the steps and solved her problem the way she feels. If they choose not to do business with us, they'll spend a year of their life trying to figure out what to wear because that's a stat, okay? Guys, people want transformation. I've seen the Style Lane do just that. You get to help these women. You get to offer a dose of hope. You get to be their coach. You get to be their encouragers. You have to have a vision for your customer so that she can see her life will be different. Without a vision, the people perish, and so will our business. If we fail to communicate clearly tomorrow, we cannot wait to hear how you're going to be able to impact this to serve so many, okay? So let's show, let me see, what other slides did I bring with me on this part? You know, this is developing, and this will be put up, this is to develop your even kind of one-liner. Do you guys want to hear my one-liner that I use? I change it up. I help busy women update their wardrobe and create new outfits in 3 easy steps. I help them save time and money so they feel their best every time they walk out the door. Okay? I help busy women update their wardrobe and create new outfits in 3 easy steps. I help save them time and money so they feel their best every time they walk out that door. So this will be a great story thing for you to form up and figure out what kind of one-liner do you want to use. So you've got to be able to say all of this speaking from what? Their hearts. Exactly. All right. So we got that. Anything else on this part? Is that it?
The mock Facebook event.
All right, let's show that. It's kind of cool. Okay, so on the mock Facebook, I have these all, I do send share just because of convenience, but some of you can schedule your posts in different groups or in events, but I set my style workshops in Facebook Live and in an event, and all these posts you guys can have, all the pictures are going to be, if you get on that official Style Huddle, that page, all of this is uploaded. The verbiage is separate from the picture, so you can easily post what you want. Here's post number 1. This is all sharing the story. The Style Workshop focuses on recycling and updating your current closet to create 30-second outfits for your busy week. Additionally, the convenience of pulling out your phone at the Style Experience to shop from our online store and to add your very own shopping cart, getting shipped directly to you. So valuable and convenient. Style made easy. And then I have always post a picture. My rule of thumb is I never post anything without a picture. Okay? Check this outfit I found out in my closet. No need to shop too much, y'all. Have the clothes. I know you do. My services help you create your own style. Add trends if you want, and choose the jewelry that drives your look. It's the glue that holds it together. Post 3. Did you know that most women have outfits in their closet they don't even know exist? Pull a favorite neutral top. Do you have a fashion piece, a kimono, a jean jacket, or a duster? Imagine if you could streamline your closet, create 30-second outfits, feel like you could have style with less stuff. You can. What I do is way more than jewelry. That's a sponsoring. 6. Just saying, it's a process. Too many clothes create a lot of chaos. It's a work in progress, friends. Learning the proven methods to simplify your life and elevating your style is freeing. Do you guys know this is a true fact? European women have a wardrobe ratio of 80% accessories and 20% clothing. That's what fast fashion's done to the United States. So fast fashion is will make clothing so cheap that people like H&M and I trust me, I go there. I love getting great deals at that stuff. But the problem is you just buy to buy, and so most of your closet is what they call fast fashion. Well, then that's why we're throwing out 90 pounds of it, because it's in this season but gone the next. So you have to be able to say, okay, you know, if I'm gonna be smart and work with women, I go invest in neutral. White House Black Market, personally, is one of my favorite stores for me, for my neutrals. Because, like, these pants are their stretch business pants, but I've worn them for 3 years, and they haven't changed much, the style. So, I mean, a lot of my core, like, look what I have on today. This is not fast fashion. This is going to stand the test of time for the last several years. Here's another, okay, so another idea would be, okay, like a jean jacket. Okay, it's going to stand pretty much the test of time. A white blouse is going to stand the test of time. A black blazer is going to stand the test of time. A great black dress, right, is going to stand the test of time, right? And yes, you can add some fashion, some trendy pieces in there, but if that's all your closet is fast fashion, you're going to be spending lots of money. And a lot of unorganized chaos in that closet, all right? So it's helping women kind of understand that. Today Show, anybody watched the Today Show yesterday? Yesterday, they did a huge segment. If you haven't watched it, I posted the article in the official Style Huddle, and that's what they talked about. They go, women gotta get smarter. What are some timeless pleaser, pieces, and that, so I think that's really important. So, post 7. Easiest way for me to describe why I do what I do pretty much comes down to a simple puzzle. Most women have a closet full of clothes and nothing to wear. How can that be? It's not really the case. Most people have plenty to wear. They just have never been shown the working parts and the puzzle pieces of their closet. See, it's all about having the right puzzle pieces and working parts. And when you know what those right puzzle pieces and working parts are, then you can put together the simple puzzle of pulling not just one outfit together, but many outfits together. Magic before your eyes. Mind blown. You put together the puzzle of not just your closet, but your look in 30-second outfits. P.S. This all maximizes your time, your money, your closet, your look, and your shopping. Blah, 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 blah. Who has time to shop? Do you know what's in style, what's not, or how to create cute outfits for a girl on the run? No, that's why you take time out for a style show. You will love the Engraved Me collection. I can't stop watching the video. Throw something in like that. 10. Get a fresh start with your style. Most often we're ready to make some changes. Try something new. Get out one of those ruts we're in. Gaining confidence with our closet. Upcycling new outfits, creating new style has never been easier with services that have you in mind. All of this verbiage is all about helping women. So it's all focused on that storyline. Post 11, style is the one thing you must do every day and cannot delegate. You spend a consistent portion of your budget on it, but you were never taught how to do it well or wisely. Who's ever taught us about style? Anybody? Unless you learned it from someone, unless now where Pinterest is available and you're following fashion bloggers, you're really not learning a lot.
I just want to say, when I was young, my sister and I used to mock my mom because we called her mix and match Jean, because everything in her closet mix and match. She only had a small portion of things, so they didn't have money, but it's kind of back to that, mix and match.
Yeah, and everything we're moving towards is everything that's big. HGTV, upcycling, okay? Capsule wardrobing, all the buzzwords, saving time, saving money, simple recipes, simple solutions. Look what Stitch Fix is doing. Stitch Fix is a short-term style fix. They send you a product line, it's at your door, boom, it's there. But it doesn't solve your style problems. It just adds to it. Okay? So what we do is we provide long-term style solutions. There is nobody in the industry, nobody across the nation that is doing what we are doing, or we're about to do. Does that make sense? We should be in every single woman's closet that there is. And that's a lot of closets. Okay? And from there, you've got a rocking business to a lot of different degrees, a lot of different levels. So I don't believe in rules or trends. I simply believe in getting dressed should be easier and more joyful. And I'll teach you the principles to give you more freedom to play. I've been shopping all my life and still have nothing to wear. Seriously, anybody feel like this? The more I meet women, I realize this is a bigger problem than I ever realized. Be real, give me a GI yap on how you feel about this. Okay? And then here's the stories of Premiere. Whether it's style workshop or a closet consult, a second set of eyes is like opening up a whole new world. It's like going shopping with your friends. Okay? Post 15, I can't wait to see you all tomorrow night. Yes, it's jewelry, but it's way more than that. The service I will provide tomorrow night will help you maximize your time, your money, your closet, and your look and style. Who shows you all that in one place and one time? I do. I can't wait for you to see how this will help you so much. P.S. I struggled for years with figuring out what to wear, to buy, and how to wear jewelry, let alone having any sense of style. But I learned how to turn that around. It comes down to some simple formulas that anyone can learn. I can't wait to share. Okay? Okay. This is just talking about when, before I put them on a group to get excited about the party, I always send a save the date and pick collage and word swag. And it's got to be a really cute picture with very simple verbiage on it. But I tell my style partner to go out and look for her. We only have 10 slots for her workshop. So maximum people we can take is 10. Usually what happens is they go, what happens if I get more than that? Oh, we'll make it work. Okay? We'll make it work. So you want her to think, 10, I get to only invite 10, okay? And then when you get the response that they're coming, send out the save the date. When they get the response they're coming, then we'll add them to the group page. I'm not adding them to the group page until I know they're coming. Because there's nothing worse, you add 50 or 100 people to this group page and they go, sorry, can't make it, sorry, can't make it, sorry, can't make it. No, you want people who want to be in there. And then I hate being invited to a group or an event that no one even told me anything about it. Like, I just want you to tell me about it. If I knew this storyline, I'd want to go to it. But if you're not going to take the time as a style partner to give me the storyline of why I need to go to this, and I have all the verbiage up there that you give the style partner and a save the date. Does that make sense? Yes. So that should help you a lot. There's a lot of time there. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. Anything else do we have on that slide, Dawn?
No.
All right. Do you guys want to talk about services? And I'm going to have Stacy come up and do a little activity too. But let's talk about the style show. Let's talk about some of these services. Let's answer some of your questions. How much time we got? Okay. First of all, you guys, this might be shocking, but this is the jewelry I take to my show. Because whatever's in here is now extremely valuable, right? Because it really isn't about the jewelry. It's about them seeing and understanding how the jewelry can go with their look. Does that make sense? And so if I can do that, so in this, and I'm not opening it up because I just did a huge show on Thursday night and it's a mess, but there's 6 mini trays, there's 6 pillows with all my top bracelet things, and I will post on your thing exactly what my setup looks like. So you'll see it all out. But it's 6 pillows, 6 trays, and then 4 burlap earring holders. They're about this long from the incentives, and I bought them all, up, so I can put all that in here. So there's no bracelet bars, and then I have one other bag. So I take 2 bags into my show now, and the other bag has 4 neck boards, a mirror, some catalogs, and then of course my forms, right? But kind of all the tricks that I used to play, I don't carry any of that because I don't need any of those tricks anymore. Because this is so much substance. So do you guys want to see what that looks like? Yeah. What do you want first, the closet console or do you want the style show? Closet console. So the closet console, here's the questions to it. So the closet console is that'll be the next page. Yeah. Shoot. Maybe I didn't give you that one. That's a different one. But that's okay. It's similar. It'll work. Okay. So the closet console. People ask me. I book 98% of my closet consults feed right into a style workshop. If everything aligns perfectly, I love doing my closet consult before the show, like a week before the show. Because that's when she gets so fired up. My style partner gets so fired up. The problem is a lot of my style shows, I'm in 3 states right now, Ohio, Michigan, and Indiana. So the problem is I have a lot of shows that are an hour and a half away, so I don't get there a week ahead. Okay? So I do it right when I get there. I do it, say if the show starts at 7, I get there at 6:15, and it takes me about 15 minutes to do a closet consult or a half hour, whatever I want. But a closet consult comes complimentary when they schedule a service. It's a $200 value. You need to say that. Yep. Attach a price tag to it. It's worth that. That's what it would cost them minimal if they were to have anybody do it professionally. Okay? And here's what I'm going to say. People might think this is crazy. We came up with all of this. Essentially, there's a group of us that have come up with all of this. This is our own material. So I certify all of you. And I can't. Because we came up with it. This is it. So you've gone through a whole day, you are certified. Okay? Okay, that's that. Someone asked, can you do closet consults without a service? Sure you can, because you're going to have some of those people who are unwilling to ever want to do a show. They live a crazy busy life, but for sure they want a closet consult. Okay? So how do you charge them and what do you do? Well, you know what? You're going to use your best discretion, but a few things. Number one, if you want to get up and rolling in this, the best thing for you to do, step one, is you have to do a closet consult on yourself. You have to do it for yourself. Watch Helly Dove on a video. When you guys get done coming, you guys got to watch all the videos that are uploaded on Premiere, from the workshop, and rewatch them all. But Holly Dove is one of my leaders in Indiana, and she's the one who 2 years ago said to me, or maybe a year ago said to me, Jane, I had to do this whole closet thing for myself to understand it. Okay? So for you to understand the working parts of your closet, do you guys understand that, or do you kind of not understand it? Do you guys understand it? Okay? So here's the problem. When you go into your closet, you have to look at, let's start with you. I'm going to be honest with you. My closet isn't to the level I want it yet. It's a journey. And it's going to take time. And I tell them, my closet isn't even perfect yet. Because you know what I had major, anybody feel like this? When I get rid of clothes, it's like, oh, I don't want to let that go. Anybody else feel that way? I don't know. Some people don't. I grew up getting nothing and all hand-me-downs. To let anything go, is like emotionally disturbing. Right? That's special, But I really feel good about letting go now. And it just purges and you get used to it. But the point is you got to be able to say, are your neutrals, do you have enough neutrals? When you do it for yourself, how many of you did a closet consult on yourself so far? How many of you found when you did it and you looked at your neutrals that you really had good key neutrals in your closet? That you had plenty of good neutrals? Raise your hand if you really had it. Those of you that didn't, raise your hand. See, look, almost half the room. That's half the time I do a closet consult, they're weak on their neutrals. Honestly, that's where I'm going to invest most of my money because I'm wearing it 80% of the time. It's your foundation. So that's why I love going to White House Black Market. It's a higher brand product line, but I can go in there and get a good sale. I get some great neutrals that are going to stay the test of time. Okay? Second is, how about if you that have fashion pieces? Did you feel like, man, I have plenty of great jackets and fashion pieces in my closet? Raise your hand if you felt like you had that. Those that didn't, raise your hand. Right? So you realize there's the gap, right? You're missing the gaps. You got to have those fashion pieces because those fashion pieces take your gray shirt that you wear endlessly. Just say this t-shirt, okay? And think about, you guys, think about this. If I pair it up with this, okay? If I pair it up, can you help me down here? Yeah, take that one off. If I pair it up even with this, okay? If I pair it up with just like a moto jacket, I got 3 different looks going on, and it's really going to start changing when I add the jewelry, right? But I'm using the same basic. And so that's why this is magical to so many people, right? And fashion, yeah, so anyway, so that's important, okay? The next is having some pattern in your closet, right? So they say that the most timeless pattern that any of us women can have is like a striped shirt, right? Or, in my opinion, now leopard print or like a cheetah print, any kind of animal print, because cheetah doesn't go out of style. It just doesn't go out of style anymore. But this is stand the test of time. But how many of you have gone into closets where all they have is pattern? You wonder why they're having a hard time. And you start explaining to them and they're like, oh my gosh. And most often, it's women who are, I'm just going to say it, who are a little bit heavier. And what they've said to me is they'll say, Jane, I thought pattern made me look smaller. And actually, it can make us look larger. Okay? So, because they think they can hide behind a pattern. So if they wear more monochromatic and they add a simple thin layering piece and a long necklace, it's going to make them look a lot thinner, right? And create outfits. So having that style, this closet consult is huge. But the point is how you work through them is ask them these questions. You guys, it's so simple and easy. I love going into my closet every day. Get to know. Ask them, what's your goal? When I come in with you in the closet, what's your goal? What do you want to have happen? What's your goal? And what you're going to hear, they're all going to say different things. Some of them say, you tell me what the goal is. Some are going to say it, but some are going to say, you got to show me, I feel like I can never have anything to wear. Or I want to take half these clothes out of my closet. You're not there to clean their closet. You're there to consult their closet. The other big thing that I'm telling you is they're thinking in their head is they're thinking, I'm embarrassed to let her in my closet. It's a mess. So validate her feelings at your style show. When you're talking about all this, that you say to them, guys, there's no shaming here, okay? I mean, very rarely do I ever walk into a perfect closet, and mine isn't perfect. Our job is to solve your problems. I'm not worried about what your closet looks like. Say that. You guys got to write that down. My job is to help you solve your problems. I'm not worried about what your closet looks like. That is huge affirmation to them.
Do you ever have them, if they don't want you to go in their closet,
Pull clothes out.
some neutrals and some fashion
Yeah,
that they
yeah,
like, and then
yeah.
put them together?
Yes, I would say now it's like never do I have anybody do that anymore. A lot of it was just my comfort, right? But initially, yes. You're going to get so comfortable and so confident, they're going to want you to walk in there. But like she said, Mary Lou said, you can have them bring them out if they feel most comfortable. I'm able to create different looks. You have them walk through. So basically, when you're walking through the neutrals, if they don't have certain colors, I mean, a lot of times when I do the neutrals, they have two colors, black and white. And that's all I got. You know, I'm like, okay, if you're going to go shopping, you could get some blush, and you could get some gray, and you could get some cream, right? And you can suggest things to them. Okay? Winnie? Well, I better not say that. I'll keep my mouth shut. Okay. So, all right. Could you see how this style lane could just open up to so many avenues, guys, and what we're doing? Okay? Because now they're like, oh my gosh, I even know what to shop for. Okay? You're giving them a prescription, right? And then back to the fashion pieces, pull their fashion pieces. Okay? That's huge. And then on the back, you can see, you can pair up the jewelry with their outfits. And I would highly recommend taking taking tons of pictures. Okay? There's a book an app called Style Book, and you can literally upload all the pictures you take for the Closet Consult. And actually, I think we'd like in Premiere to have our own style app, which I think that's part of the long-term plans. Okay? But anyway, that's that. Any questions on a Closet Consult? It's pretty easy. Once you do it yourself, and I would recommend all make it a challenge to go out and find 10 people to do it complimentary for the first 10. And I'm going to tell you something. It's not going to be a waste of your time. They're going to buy the jewelry, and they're going to book services. I'm telling you, it's what's going to happen. And nothing else. You're going to gain tons of experience. Okay.
How do you transition in then? If, let's say, I were to come to your house and do a closet consult for you, and that's all I'm doing, how do you transition to selling the jewelry for that then?
So you put the jewelry, you say, here's the big secret. You are customizing a jewelry collection to go with all her working parts. So when I see someone's closet, and I know her colors, I know her lifestyle, think about it, we used to have our customers, our style partners, pick out free jewelry. And we never saw their closet. We never knew what they did. We never saw her colors. I mean, we knew really essentially nothing, but just said pick out free jewelry. Then she'd pick out a bunch of free jewelry. We'd get the list back and we'd go, what was she thinking? Like, none of this works, right? But we're stylists, so we know. So what we're going to say is, I can honestly, almost every Closet Consult, get it down to about six necklaces, some great arm party, and some great bracelets. And I could to go with almost essentially everything in her closet. So I want to customize a collection to go with all of that. When she sees it paired with, here's the deal. What you guys have to remember is capsule wardrobing is brilliant. We all should be moving towards this. This is the ultimate goal, and here's why. Because when you pack or you're getting ready, you're working, whatever it is, minimalization's on the high, but it's going to save you tons of energy, time. But you can create like 40 outfits with just these clothes. If you're smart and you've got the right accessories and you've got that, you can create lots and lots of looks. And so you want them to start thinking like that. And you create an outfit. So when you create that jewelry collection, they're going, I'll take it. I mean, but if you were doing it for real life, it's $200 minimum purchase. if they don't attach it to a service. So if they don't attach it to a style workshop, I charge them $200, or they buy $200 worth of jewelry. Does that make sense? So if they buy $200 worth of jewelry, I made $100. Okay? And I'm not there an hour. Okay? So that. Yes, Joelle?
Do you, okay, so when you do your closet consult, is that only a one-on-one, or do you ever allow her,
Have her bring some friends if she wants, absolutely. I mean, whatever she wants to do it. And she can get those orders and outside orders. Mostly she wants to, I'm telling you, they always attach a service to it because they see the value in it. Then they go, okay, I'm going to do a Facebook, or I'm going to do a style workshop. But yeah, a few friends, could be whatever.
what do you do most? Is it usually just you and the hostess?
Me and the hostess.
And then you do the show, and then you do.
Then I do the show. And I use her clothes for the show.
Do you ever take your own clothes? Just in case?
Very rarely. I put them in my car just in case, but I always know that ahead of time. Yes. So that, instead of my mannequin, that's what I take. So she's $14.99 at Target. Or Aldi for less than that. Huh?
So it was $9.99 at all.
Yeah, I couldn't find it at Aldi's, but they're $9.99 at Aldi's. But I will put her clothes up. And that's about what it looks like if I do. That's about how many clothes I'll pull from my style partner's closet.
We have 500 pieces of jewelry in our catalog. You've got that little bitty thing. How do you know what jewelry to bring with her clothing?
Pretty much what I carry is the spring line of jewelry. I'm just telling you what I have currently. The spring line of jewelry, the holiday line, and some of the key pieces from fall. That's pretty much all I carry.
And you're gonna post that picture, correct?
Yes. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, you guys, so much jewelry, I think that's what's really killing us too. And if it were my druthers, we should have half the line. Would you guys all like half the line that we have? Make life easier? Make our customers' lives a lot easier. Okay?
You don't use a mannequin? What?
Huh?
You don't use a mannequin?
I don't, but I'm not saying you can't.
But how are you showing jewelry?
We'll talk about it
Oh.
when I do my workshop.
Oh.
Yes. About. All right.
I just wanted to know, is there a full closet consult and a full style show on the new?
Yes. 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 Okay, I'm going to walk you into, we can put the other of the style profile sheet really quick. Up. Don will get that up for me. Yes. Is that down there? I can't find my style profile sheet.
Okay, I don't know.
Did someone take my style profile? I have one.
Just make sure nobody trips.
Oh, here it is. Okay, few things.
That would be bad.
Your wrap cards, you guys have seen these? Know what they are? Yes, no? Okay, Vista Print, I'm going to pass these around. This is your new business card. This is your menu of services. Do you see how valuable? So Brian, that was next to me in the airplane, guess what I gave him? Here's my menu, list of services. So he goes, you know, he's looking at it, it's like, this is the real deal. This is legit. We went to go get a massage about 1.5 years ago with my leaders. We walked into this really nice place, all-day massage place, and they had the menu of services. And we all looked at each other and said, why don't we have this for our business? See the other aha moment? So opening your minds, and I'll pass this around. But these are, when you hand these out, you just look professional and credible. Okay? So you want to have those. Those are all handed out at your style show. So Jamie, you want to pass those up? Okay, your style profile sheet is your entire show. So this is your entire show. I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to move fast because we don't have tons of time. I prefer doing the style workshop, if I can, at the kitchen table. Here's why. Because it's faster, quicker, stronger. It's more workshop style. Because they're at a table. Second is I can show jewelry faster, I can show looks faster. I don't have to have a lot of, think about passing. How much easier it is to pass jewelry and show jewelry when you're all around a table versus in a living room that's X by X, 14 by 14, right? So, and I want to be less of the presenter. So if I'm in the living room, I'm presenting whether I want to admit it or not, because they're all sitting and I'm standing. Okay, so I prefer it, but the problem is if I get more than 10 people, it always has to be in the living room, because usually most kitchen tables don't sit that much. Huh? I sit a lot of times with them. Okay? Because I'm their guide. Right. So what I do is I start out my show and I tell them who I am, what I do, and why it matters. Okay, I want to briefly talk about myself, but I don't want to put a lot of emphasis on myself. Okay? Hi, I'm Jane. I'm your stylist for tonight. I'm excited to be with you guys. I'm a nurse by trade. One of the biggest things that attracted me in considering to becoming a stylist is I was in mommy mode, and I literally wore scrubs to work all week, and I realized, you know what, I needed my style back. I kind of lost myself. And so I always admired women when they had a pulled together look. I just didn't know how to achieve it. So honestly, it's learned. Style is learned. And every woman has style, and my job is to help you develop it. See that key phrase? My job, every woman has style, my job is to help you develop it. So, what do? I help you make sense of your closet. I help you upcycle what you didn't know you had in your closet to create 30-second looks, to save you time and money. Everything you guys have been hearing me say today. Okay, that's what I do. Why does it matter? It's going to save you tons of time, tons of money, tons of energy, and you're going to gain a ton of confidence. Because when you feel good and you can rock your style, it's amazing what you can do in your life. And the last person that's usually on your list is you. So tonight's all about you. So see, that's why it matters. Okay? The last one, I say it different every time, but basically, you're last on your own list. And so tonight you're going to be first on that list, and it's going to be all about you. So I want you to gain as much confidence as you can, rocking your own personal style. I'm going to give you your time back. I'm going to give you save you money and hold you back from, not putting tons of energy into trying to figure out how you're going to figure out all this style stuff out. I'm going to make it easy for you. Okay? That's why it matters that you're here tonight. Okay, so then I have them immediately go right to this. I need for you guys to talk to me. That's what I said. I need for you guys to talk to me. Because I'm their guide, right? I'm not the presenter anymore. That was hard for me to get rid of. Right? And then I say, tell me, fill all this in. I say, you want to be a part of my VIP group, because style is a journey. You're not going to get everything and learn everything tonight. So all the articles, all the different specials, all the different previews, they're all going to be on my VIP group. You're going to want to be a part of that. That VIP group is gold. And I hope we have time. Stacy has a great, we got to do that. Because if anybody follow Bob Heilig on social media, he's honestly, of all the people out there right now, I think he's killing it. He knows what he's doing when he talks about the social media platform. And he talks about how you have engaged VIP groups. I want Stacy to come up here and tell us about that, if we can roll through this quick. Okay, ask her questions. Ask them, I love getting to my closet. Figure out where they're at, okay? Here's when you know the 80 and 90%. When they mark less than 3s on everything in that other direction, you can see it play out every single time. That's the majority of people. You might have one who circle 5s. She's your instant stylist right away, right? She needs to be doing this business right along with you right away. But the other people are like probably you and me when we got into Premier, which they're viable candidates too. Do a dialogue with them back and forth. Tell me how you feel about this. Ask them those questions and have them share out loud. Tell them you realize that, you work with women all week long. And they struggle. These are their top struggles. What is it for you? And see what they say to you. Some of them will say different things. You know another big struggle people say to me? I have 4 sizes in my closet. Okay? It's a huge struggle for women. Get it out on the table. Makes them feel better. Okay? Now, next, what you're doing is empowering them. Because at this point now, after you've made this about them and their problems and their struggles, what you've now done is you've made what you do more valuable to them. Right? Okay. So now you're going to bring up your style partner or talk about your style partner and say, say it's Jamie. So it's Jamie's my style partner and I pulled her clothes and I put them out. I would say, Jamie, here's the cool thing, guys. What's super cool and new that we're doing, a part of my services is we've added on a service that women are going crazy over. So you got to use the right lingo. They're going crazy over it. It's called the closet consultation. I think everyone would benefit from having a closet consult done. You need another set of eyes to show you what the working parts of your closet are so you can maximize your time, your money, your closet, your look. I'll say to them, any of you travel, and they'll rate, depending on what crowd you're in, and I'll go, you want to be able to pack smart, quick, fit, fast. How many of you work a professional job? You say you want to have, work uniforms. You can grab and go. You want to maximize that closet. You know what? Here's some key words. You want your closet to work hard so your job is easy. Okay? You want your closet to work hard. That means working hard means the parts are there and they're working really good. Okay? Most closets aren't working good. Okay, they have a closet full of clothes. So I got into Jamie's closet. We did a closet consult before you guys all got here. Jamie, tell me from your eyes, what did you learn? She goes on and on and on and on and on. I didn't have enough neutrals. She's telling her friends everything. She's my best advertisement. Right? And she's pulling up the prescription. She's like, if I have to go shopping, this is all I need. Everything else looks good. Blah, blah, blah. But Jane created 10 outfits for me. She created a collection of jewelry that would go with all of it. See, I let her talk. Then I go and I talk about style 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You got to have neutrals in your closet. And you just go through and you talk to them about it. And you use her neutrals. Use her fashion pieces. Okay? And so when it comes to jewelry, guys, truly, all I do is I create an outfit. So if I would create an outfit, I'd
Putting this up here for you.
pull, and then I would take literally a tray of jewelry and set it on top of the table with this and say, look at these 3 necklaces that would go with this outfit. Okay? And then I'll say the names really quick, and they're putting them down on the love it list. Quick, fast. So add 3. Okay? And then I'd pull another outfit, throw it down, add another collection, and put it on top. Say it 1, 2, 3. Say it really quick. I'm not even really passing jewelry. I can do this so fast. I think that this is such a value add, I wouldn't even have to show the jewelry and I'd have high retail.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it is.
I think we're going to get to the point we're not even showing jewelry. No, I'm serious. That's the level it's getting. Because they want to dive into it. They're seeing it. Because that's the problem is we used to show the jewelry, but they had to figure out everything. Like, oh, what would I wear that with? But you're breaking it down. I go, how many of you have a gray t-shirt? Right? How many of you have a moto jacket? Okay? Cashmere. Fiona. What else? Give me some, guys. Pearl Suede. Galaxy. Lush. Endless opportunities here. That's what, here's the word, you gotta write this down. Jewelry is the workhorse for your entire closet. The workhorse. It will work for you. It's what drives your style. It's going to create endless looks. But if you can't understand your closet, you can't see how the jewelry is valuable, girls. And that's what you're showing them is the value of the closet. Now they need your services to do the same so that you can customize a collection for them. Okay? Now, move quickly. You are done. You are having them make wish lists. They're excited. You have them flip it over, and you go into your character story. That's my booking activity. My booking activity is that 7-pronged character story. I sit there and I just tell them a real life story, all the women I meet, all their problems, blah, blah, blah. I would basically just say, pull up my rack card, and I go, you guys all need to look at these services, and it's not a matter of if I would do a service, it's more like which one works best for me. Because you pretty much all need a service. It's just really figuring out what one's going to work best for you. And then you go through the services and add value to those services, big time. Talk about, here's what we can do with these services. See, you guys, nobody's doing style workshops, and they're free. You can get your friends together to create an experience and learn just what we did tonight. Oh, and P.S., you can get a complimentary collection of jewelry that's customized to your closet. I never say free anymore. I'm going to give you a complimentary closet that's a collection that's customized to your closet. It's an experience. Okay? Different verbiage. You're going to catch yourself because we're so used to things that we've always done. Okay? And then, guys, the best thing is I need stylists to help me. These are brand new, exciting services. It's like Uber before Uber became Uber. You know, we're excited. We have so much to share. You want to be a part of all the new things we're doing with our company. Guys, we're doing some big new things, and they're bold, and they're exciting, okay? And go through the perks with them of what that looks like to be a stylist, and that it's on-the-job training, right? So that's your entire show right here with no games, no nothing. Now, here's the deal. You use them and like them, use them. Okay.
So what do you do if you do the closet consultation?
Yeah.
Or party and they have all prints? Do you have any?
All threes?
Prints.
Oh, prints. Yes. Well, have some of that stuff in your car. Have some neutrals in your car. Yeah, I know. It's real. It can happen. And it really does. Stacy, come up here. Huh?
What do you do if there's like they're not a professional, they're retired, and they have like all really relaxed leisurely?
That's a lot of people. I mean, that's the coolest thing about all of this, you guys. I can go into $1 million homes, and I go into $30,000 homes and apartments. It's the beauty of it. You got to meet them where they're at and make them feel like. What makes me the saddest is when I used to hear people at my shows who go, I'm not gonna get any of that jewelry because I don't go anywhere to wear jewelry. When I hear that makes me really sad. Okay? But I want her to feel confident so she goes out. And you know, so Stacey, what do you want to share? Do you want to talk about the Facebook groups, or do you want to talk about your?
Yeah, I want to talk. I've got a couple things I want to talk about because we've got. And first of all, I want to acknowledge Jane because I go to training with Jane, and what this girl has put together and worked so tirelessly on is absolutely amazing. And when I say a true visionary in our company, true visionary. It is not easy coming up with new ideas and putting new ideas together and putting all of this together. And I just really want to applaud you, Jane, because it's changed my business, and it will change your businesses too. I've been in for 19 years. I'm so freaking excited about what we're doing right now for women, because when you start doing this and you see the power of what it does, it's going to transform you. It really is. And I am in Bob Heilig's. He has a Leadership Legacy Academy, and he's about what we're about: empowering others, changing lives, serving others.
Legacy.
Yes, and leaving a legacy for others. It's not about you, it's about what we give and what we lead to others. And the reason why I joined his group is because I am on Facebook. I've been on Facebook for a while. I do very little in my business on Facebook, and I don't spend a whole lot of time. And I will say this now, I still don't spend a whole lot of time on Facebook, okay? So you girls who are like, I don't want to spend all that time, you don't have to. But you do need to be strategic.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be salesy. And most of the people I see out on Facebook, they're very salesy, and it is turning off our customers, okay? You're not attracting them when you're doing all that salesy stuff. So you want to come up with a strategic plan to attract people and kind of tell them about the new stuff that you're doing and branding yourself for who you are, okay? And so one of the things that you're going to want to do, the biggest thing that he taught me is that, so I started up a business page. How many of you have a business page? Okay. How many of you have 2,000 followers on your business page? Yeah, very few, okay? You can still post on there, but I wouldn't spend very much time on there.
Nope.
Because Facebook's changing all the time, and the algorithm is not supporting business pages and showing people your business page unless you have thousands of people on there, or you're paying a lot on ads, and we can't pay for ads. And plus, you don't have enough money to pay for the ads that you're going to need to pay for. So we need to work our business on our personal pages. And I know it's everyone's biggest fear is because I'm going to get put in Facebook jail. Okay? That's what you're thinking. Well, yes, if you do it the old way, you will. Okay? So what you want to do is you want to do Facebook Live. And I know many of you are like, Stacey, I'm so scared. Okay? You know why? You gotta do it. And you gotta be yourself. Because the people who are your friends on your Facebook personal profile page, my Stacey Thomas O'Brien, those are people who love me anyway for who I am. Okay? And so they want to see you. They want you to be real. They don't want you to be this expert. You know why? Me and Tracy, we laughed. She did a Facebook Live video the other day, and for some reason, she was doing it horizontal in her phone. So it was like this. She said she got more views on that one than she did on any of them. And it was her worst video that she's ever done. And we've been doing this for months, you guys. So what you want to do, you want to plan and schedule. I do mine Tuesdays at noon. Do I do it every time Tuesday at noon? I try to. Sometimes I have to move it to 11:30. I lost my voice, and one day I couldn't do it because I didn't have a voice. But you want to have a live Facebook video because that's where you get the most engagement on, is Facebook Live, not your post, okay? And you create a following of people, and you do important content that they find valuable. You want to educate, you want to entertain, and you want to empower them, okay? Some ideas that I'm going to tell you on educating without being salesy. I'm going to give you the ideas. How to dress 10 pounds thinner. Do a video on that, a Facebook Live on that. How to pack for a vacation. That was probably one of my most popular ones. People want that idea. How to style a jean jacket. Earrings to wear for certain face shapes. Okay? Basic wardrobe. What's a basic wardrobe look like? What does staples in your wardrobe look like? You take little bits and pieces of the segment and create 5 to 10 minute videos on this that you create. How to dress in 30 seconds. Like some of your Show them the 1, 2, 3 on there. Or show them the 1, 2, and then say, for step 3, you need to be a part of my VIP group. And I'm going to talk about that in just a second. But you want to, when to wear a long necklace and when to wear a short necklace with an outfit. These are all ideas that are business related that aren't salesy. I show necklaces, but I don't say, oh, this is the cashmere and it's $69. I don't say that. I just put cashmere on the pieces because you're creating curiosity. And then what you're going to want to do is try to funnel those people into your VIP group, okay? Because your VIP group is where you have permission to sell.
Yes.
But you don't want to only sell in that group. You still want to create value.
Right.
You still want to create content. You still want to inspire them. You know, you can do, I did a video the other day on my Miracle Morning. It's a book by Hal Elrod, and I have a process that I go through every morning to start my day off on a positive note, okay? So, and I did the live video on that. So it doesn't have to be on your business. I'll answer questions in the end because I want to quick go through this VIP group. Okay, so it could be just your favorite quote and why it's your favorite quote. Okay? You can share what you're doing on your personal profile into your VIP group, but you also want to do a live in your VIP minimum once a week. Your VIPs are those ladies that you have built a relationship with, and you want to make them feel special. You want to create community. You want to create engagement. Now I'm going to say this, if you're a brand new jeweler and all of this, like you go, I work full time, I'm trying to do closet consults, I'm trying to learn this business, I can't do all of it, I would suggest you join your upline, your sponsors VIP group. And I know you sponsors are sitting there going, well, what? I've changed what I do in my VIP group because I have a couple of my girls that keep talking about putting together a VIP group and they don't have one. I said, come join mine and add your people to it.
Smart.
Okay? Because they don't have time to do it. I have time to do it. But I'm going to ask them to share content in there too, so we're all sharing content. But keep it general. So when I do a video and maybe I have a special going on for that particular, like I'll showcase like Wear It Wednesday or something like that, and I showcase a discount on a set or something, I will say, get to the person who invited you into this group. Now it's your job as a jeweler, if you're in your upline script, you got to follow up with your people who are commenting on those videos. Because you're not going to get sales unless you follow up with them. And that's what this is all about, creating conversation that then you can pick out your phone, you can text those people, you can private message them, and that's where you try to ask for the sale. Or say, hey, I saw you were, posting, commenting on how positive it is to do a closet consult. I'd love to do one for you. What do you think? And you reach out to them, and that's how you keep it personal, ladies, is through your messaging and through texting, and pick up the phone and call them, okay? So you want to create that engagement. A couple other things that you want to do that I think is really important, I know I don't have much time, is you want to create challenges in your VIP, or in your VIP group. But you post that you're doing the challenge in your personal page to try to move people into the VIP group. And at your shows, you're moving people into your VIP group. You want to try to grow I think I added 15 to 20 people in the last week into my VIP group, and I didn't have shows, okay? So, so what you do is you do that through challenges. You want a quick, less than 7-day challenge that you present to your people. I'm in the middle of mine right now. We're the girls that I did my daily challenge thing in the car on the way here. Okay? So where I'm doing the 5-day closet clean out challenge for them to clean out their closet. And then I am doing grand prize drawings at the end of it for people who have participated in the 3 of the 5 days. And it is a grand prize, multiple grand prizes that I'm drawing for $200 value. What do you think that is? Exactly. So you want to do those, or you could do like teach them the 1, 2, 3, and have them post for the next 3 days their 30-second looks they created from their closet. You know, that's another challenge that you could do. I give prizes out every single day. So different prizes on closets and stuff. Or wear the same shirt 5 days in a row to work and style it differently every day and see what people say at work. So those were my ideas, but here's the thing that I want to say. If you're scared about just jumping in, it doesn't have to be perfect. These closet consults don't have to be perfect either. You get better at it when you do what?
Practice it.
You do it. You just keep doing it. Keep doing it. I learned so many new things, and I'm doing the closet consult. I've been doing it since January, consistently. And I will say this, I'm going to brag about myself for a second. Out of Diane and Richard Breakstone's downline, there's a bunch of them. I'm number 2 retail in the first quarter of this year. So if you're worried about, if you go to your show and I bring less jewelry like Jane, if you're worried about your retail, if you're worried about bookings because you're not bringing in and doing the old thing, it works.
It works. And Diane and Richard Breakstone have a big downline. So here's what I want you guys to take away, and we're going to end, is what advice would I give you? Okay? First advice is, if you haven't done the style challenge, the closet challenge yourself, you've got to do it. If you don't do it, you don't have a testimony and you don't understand the value of it. When you do it for yourself, you go, oh my gosh, every woman needs this. You really see the value of what it can do for you in your life. Okay? So you have to do it for yourself. The next one is, I would do a quick Fast 10. Fast 10 closet consults and style workshops that you're going to get. You're so excited. You want to get this service and this message out. So Fast 10, you want to, I'll put some verbiage up there that I think is really good for texting verbiage to get out, to get those 10. Okay? We've been working, and actually it's on the official style huddle. All that verbiage is there. Next, I would say diversify. Diversify. In other words, don't just do one thing. Pick 3 things you're going to focus on. I'm going to do closet consults, I'm going to do style workshops, and I'm going to do Facebook Live. Whatever it is. Or for some of you, it's office. Whatever it is, pick, diversify, and pick 3. And definitely, who does the Jewelry Lovers Club, Style Fix Club? I call it Style Fix. Anybody? Do you guys know what that is? Okay. This is for you guys. This is why this is so valuable. You guys diversify and know this stuff. A Jewelry Lovers Club and a Style Fix Club is for people who, they're just your people who love the jewelry so stinking much. They're your people who spend with you anyway throughout the year a lot. They're your top people who spend with you. And they don't have time to do a service. They don't really want to do a service. They just want the jewelry. So you pick 6 of those girls. You put them in a club. And every other month, they purchase a minimum of $50, which essentially they're buying that anyway. Every other month, they have to do a minimum order of $50. And they get jewelry delivered to their door. Right? It's like Stitch Fix. Okay? And long story short, one of them is a hostess or style partner. So they are getting, throughout the year, they're only purchasing 5 times, and one of those times they're the style partner. So my very first Style Fix Club was last month. I got 6 together and did not hold a show, and Lisa ended up selling, we had a $1,200 show in the Style Fix, because she got $400 in outside orders on top of orders from the girls. So she got a lot of free jewelry, okay? And she ordered 8 items at half price. So if you get several of those clubs going on, and so when you're doing the list of services with your customers at checkout, if they are absolutely dead set, no service, no service, no service, no service, are they willing to do the Style Fix Club, the Jewelry Lovers Club? They might. And if they are, they're a candidate for that. That's how they want to buy. Remember, it's all about how they want to buy.
Not even for who is the style partner for that, but for that.
Just pick. Just random. I just kind of pick. I put them in a Facebook group, and they're in my Style Lover Club, and so they're all in a group, so they all see each other. I introduce everybody, and then I tell them who the next month's style partner is. Okay?
If they don't buy, do you have a default piece of jewelry that's worth $50?
You know what? I've not had that happen yet, but if it was, I get outside orders. Once you start branding yourself and you have a VIP, I probably get, wouldn't you say, Stacy? I sold 6 of these Cloud 9 rings yesterday. So sometimes you can sell anywhere upwards between $500 and $1,000 just on social media.
Hey, Jane, can I say something?
Yeah.
I'm not at that level yet. So if you start doing activity and you're not at that
It
level
will happen.
getting orders, you keep going, because Jane was ahead of me on all of this than what I'm doing. So don't worry. You're going to be doing activity and not feeling like you get results.
That's the big thing.
It's okay. Keep doing it.
You're going to think that nobody's paying attention and they're all watching. I'm telling you, if you got to understand social media, do you comment on everybody's social media posts? But you're seeing what's happening. And if it's a storyline that attracts you and that it's about your problems and what she can do, they're gonna pay attention to it. Okay? So just start following people. Stand up, Jamie. Premier Jamie, right? Is that how yours tagged on? Yeah. Premier Jamie DeVici. Follow her on Facebook and social media. She's a guru for social media. Amazing. I learned a lot from her. She's in my 4th level. Okay. Jamie, Jaime.
Dovici is Dovichi.
And just you learn from others, just watching what they're posting and doing. Follow Tracy Ebert. Instagram, big. Yeah. So it's all a journey, okay? But here's the deal: diversify, pick some things, because it's just good. You got some workshops, you got some classic consults, you got some, style fix clubs. You got a very good business going on. Okay? All right.
Can I use your name as my certification?
All I know is Monday morning, the home office is going to blow up and go, Jane, what did you tell them now? You have no idea what it's been like for these last 3 years. It hasn't been easy. People will say, this is not, I don't think the style stuff is for, is premier worthy. I don't think they're, it's philosophy, purpose, and plan. Are you kidding me? I'm serving more now than I've ever served in 15 years. But people don't understand it. So it's so silly. The reality is, guys, it's not your fault the consumer has changed. We're adapting and adjusting to her, and it's all about her. And I'm excited because you guys should have a whole new mindset, a whole new fresh set of eyes, and a major game plan. Watch all the videos, they're up, of the whole thing that we've talked about today. You can rewatch everything. You can watch my style workshop. You can watch my Tracy's Closet Consult. You can watch it all. All right? And get on the official Style Huddle, and you guys are going to be empowered. So I'm excited. Thank you for taking the time to be here with me today. It's an honor to be with you.